Hello, welcome back one and all to another Let's Play. If you didn't catch our Warhammer 1 Manfred video, RIP Gary, you'll be blissfully unaware that we're exploring Nagash's playable Mortarchs. If you didn't catch our 25th anniversary stream or the Lords of the End Times trailers, you'll be blissfully unaware that we're adding Nagash as a playable Lord. Lucky for you, you're no longer blissfully unaware and we can crack on. And what better way to crack on than with the hero of cracking on, Arkhan the Black. I'm Will, lead content producer here at Creative Assembly, and this is More War. It's turn 50, that was quick, and I'm muddying along with a simple goal: make Papa Nagash proud. We've got his pyramid ready, we've kidnapped Volkmar and destroyed his faction, and we've already collected 3 of Nagash's books. Aren't we doing well? No one likes us, but we've managed to convince Gorbad to join our war with Cetra, and we've bribed some lizards into a temporary state of affability. With luck, we won't find ourselves too overwhelmed, which is ideal because we're aiming for book 6 next. That means war with the dwarfs and Khalida is on the horizon. But before all that, we wouldn't be the best darn second in command if we showed up at Nagash's rebirth without his staff. That wouldn't do, not one bit. Alright, whilst this battle's underway, I think we'll add the traditional disclaimers. I am a middling Total War player at best. I play this game for the spectacle. Who doesn't love watching rat folk being exploded by magic mummies? That's a great sentence. Speaking of, let's have a nice little cinematic section of rats dying. Yeah, let's treat ourselves.
Today we do Nagash's work. Slay them all.
Lovely jubbly. Look, I'm playing on hard, and I'm probably gonna do things suboptimally. Sorry. My only rule for this playthrough is this: every time I do anything, I should ask myself, would Nagash approve? Pretty sure that's gonna be an easy question to answer. Does it involve death? Yes, then proceed. Alrighty, quest complete, and I'm certain Nagash won't mind if we try out his staff for a bit. You know, just keep it warm. Arkhan's lacking a hand weapon, my bad, mostly because we've not done his other quest yet. In the meanwhile though, we've been hoarding canopic jars and building up all the little trade buildings we can to open up the mortuary cult. We'll craft the Blade of Morning Fire and the Hieratic Jar, just for fun. Skill-wise, I prioritised unlocking Right Hand of Nagash and Arkhan's spells. Later on, we'll try to scoop up Necro Strike, but admittedly, I've been ignoring his yellow line. Look, the other skills are just too tasty. We'll get there. It's my other lords that I've been prioritising on the red and yellow lines, so it's fine. So I'm having my armies work in pairs, one army being the front line and the other line being the damage dealers. They're all fairly low tier so far, but they're getting the job done. Ideally, I'd like to unlock the big boys sooner rather than later, and that's why I'm prioritising growth in all my settlements. In fact, the coast of Arabi is our first tier 4 province, which means we can get our first Necrosphinx chain going. Nice. I'm also popping the incarnation of Tahoth whenever I can for the Casket of Souls. Just out of our price range this turn. Next time, baby. Right, we'll give Arkhan a minute to catch his breath, then we'll take the fight to Khemri. I think Nagash will approve of this, so let's not think twice about it. The sooner Cetra's served defeat, the more Nagash will love us, and that's kind of why Arkhan does, well, anything. Born into low nobility, Arkhan's avenues into power were few, until Nagash, a prince of Khemri, lured Arkhan to his side with promises of influence and wealth. Now bear with me, it gets a little complicated from here, but there's a bit of politicking, a few quelled rebellions, a touch of necromancy later, and Arkhan's dead. Whoops! Don't worry though, Nagash brought him back. Then Arkhan meets Neferata, and whoops, vampires! Then he died again, then Nagash brought him back, then Nagash was defeated by Sigmar, then Nagash was banished by the Tomb Kings, then Arkhan brought him back, then the Tomb Kings banished him again, and thus begun Arkhan's ultimate goal. Preserve his master's soul, and prepare time and again for his return. Cetra's dead. Do you love me yet, Nagash? No? Fine. Let's spill some more blood in his name. The Iron-Browed Dwarfs are standing between us and Nagash's sick book. Yes, in theory we could circumvent them and go straight through Khalida and the Golden Tower, but I'm getting genuinely scared of Gorbad. The big green meanie's at war with the Ironbrows, so let's see if we can stave off that inevitability for another few turns. Slowly but surely we've been kitting out our armies with constructs and artillery and all that other fun stuff, and not a moment too soon. The lizards are unappeasable. Again, it's only a matter of time until they're breathing down our necks. Don't worry though, if anything kicks off, the three amigos here will deal with them. For now though, let's go Dowie stomping.
Attack!
Stomping, that's a choice of words. Do we talk about Arkhan's defeat of the High Elves during the battle at the Nine Demons, or the subsequent conquering of the Land of the Dead? Because, oh boy. It's safe to say Arkhan would move heaven and earth for Nagash. He'd sacrifice the Everchild, the Fey Enchantress, and countless others to achieve his ends. The less said about Volkmar's fate, the better. Look, I'm not here to say if it was worth it or not, but the end times were probably pretty sweet for old Arkhan. He had his buddy back, and they were cruising across the world like Thelma and Louise, taking names and raising zombies. The good life. Or, well, unlife. But all roads lead to Middenheim. Every rom-com needs a dark night of the soul. Or does it? Maybe with you at the helm, Arkhan and Nagash can romp across the old world forever. Wouldn't that be nice? Turn 70. The Iron-Browed Dwarfs are no more. Arkhan's heading into the realm of Libaris, the sick book in his purply sights, but we'd be remiss if we didn't start planning our next steps. Once we've nabbed Book 6, the next obvious target is Book 1, which is currently nestled in the embrace of Karak 8 Peaks. Gorbad country. I knew this war was coming, and frankly, I'm getting a bit tired of trying to appease the big green meanie, which is why the three amigos are going raiding. Godspeed, lads. Elsewhere, I'm no longer convinced these lizards have the guts to start a war with us. Either way, I'm keeping an army nearby just in case. If nothing else, we can use it to start a new front with Khalida if things get too spicy. Alrighty, that's the plan. Now let's get this book. Crushing defeat? Arkhan doesn't know the meaning of the word. Defeat's like breakfast to a snivelling underling like Arkhan. Pride? Pah, forget it. If I had pride, would I admit that I positioned these middle units woefully? Talk about a waste of casket of souls. No matter, we'll send our bats off to deal with their artillery and focus on bringing these gates down. There they go, one after the other, and in we swarm, a righteous flood of bone and bad intentions. Surprisingly, our eastern offensive's been met with the most resistance, and we can't get proper use of our cavalry or war dogs. Yet worse is happening to the west, where our artillery is being hammered by enemy towers. If we don't capture these walls soon, we could lose a pricey unit. Better yet, rather than trying to hide in the trees, let's bring him into the settlement. After all, who's going to stop me? Khalida's garrison is no match for our seasoned soldiers, and inch by inch, the settlement falls. One last push. And we've won the day. And there we have it. A close victory and Book 6 to add to our ever-growing library. Won't Nagash be proud? 4 down, 5 to go, and an entire world yet to conquer. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, curveball! Who could have seen a free-front war coming? Not this guy. Nope, certainly didn't plan that. Khalida, Gorbad, and the lizard swarm? That's a lot of corpses to deliver to old Nagash when we wake him up. Surely he'll be proud of us then. One can only dream. And whilst you dream, remember to check out Total War Live most Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thanks for watching. I've been Will, and this has been More War.
My master, your black pyramid is ready.